So I want to show all of you how far you could actually go in terms of being a hustler, okay? Because Lou is a hustler, okay? So, Lou shows us the Porsche and then he shows us Porsche keys, but the keys don't match the Porsche. He shows us this three-level penthouse. Okay, so I'm going to show you one that I did that's going to make Lou look like amateur night at the Apollo. Are you ready? Okay. I contacted the brokers who are handling the sale of 40 Wall Street, the Trump building. I happen to know a good friend of mine was New York City's top broker. He knew everybody. He knew all the top real estate developers. I said, "Listen to me. I have a feeling I could pull this off." I told him. I said, "Can you get somebody who's got prestige, who's got like a name in the industry?" Okay, he said, "Not a problem. I'll call up, he knew one of the top real estate developers in New York City who happens to be very good friends with Donald Trump." Okay. He makes a call. He goes, "This guy's the real deal, my friend, blah blah blah. Could you call up the Trump organization? Could you put in a good word for him?" I think at the time of Scott Butera, I think that was the person who was handling the sale at the Trump organization. So he had this big real estate developer call up Scott, and long story short, he put in a good word for me that I wanted to actually buy the skyscraper. Listen to me. I'm taking Lou's hustle to another level, okay? So they put in a good word for me at the Trump organization. Next thing you know, I put in an offer for $400 million to buy the building, okay? Now, I called up, there was a thing called Triumph Financing, which was a subsidiary of Gerber, baby food. It's called Triumph Financing. And I explained to them, I was interested in buying, 40 Wall Street. They actually agreed. They gave me a letter of intent to give me credit up to $300 million. So now I sent that to the Trump organization. They were really taking me seriously at this point. They're like, this guy not only just got a good word, right, from a tremendous, well-known, respected real estate developer. He just sent us a letter of intent that he has credit of up to $300 million. So at this point, they gave me the red carpet treatment. I was viewing the whole building. They were literally treating me whatever. You want a dinner? What can we get you? They were treating me like I was a king. Okay. Now the thing was, I had to come up with $100 million in cash. I figured to myself, this is when I was young and I was ambitious. I was like, maybe I could get some people together, some investors, because I knew like this guy was a big real estate developer. And I started thinking in my head, look, I came up with 300 million, and I could get investors to come up with the other 100 million. And we actually were getting people that were interested. But then the thing was, I didn't realize what broke the whole deal apart was people don't know this. Donald Trump doesn't actually own 40 Wall Street. I didn't know this. Donald Trump was leasing 40 Wall Street. So in other words, people were all telling me, they were like, "You're buying something right now that's technically not an asset. You're buying a lease." I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I naturally assumed he owned it. No. So he was leasing it. So obviously, to pay $400 million, you have to be a Mameluke, you have to be a Stunat. So the whole thing collapsed. But I just want you to know how far I actually went. I went as far as that I had a letter of intent from Triumph Finance. I had everybody at the Trump organization. Donald Trump even wrote in in his books, I think it was something like How to Get Rich. And he wrote that we had an offer for 40 Wall Street that was the top offer he said I've ever got. $400 million. He was referring to me. That was me. I was the one who did that. So the reason I'm making this video is all about Lou. You don't realize how far you could take like a hustle. You don't realize how far that you could fake the funk. You don't realize how far you could go. This guy is amateur night at the Apollo. Lou, everything you do is so fake. It's like Commander 35 is another one. I don't want to break his balls. He goes outside Commander 35. He points at buildings. He's like, "I own that building. I own this building. I own this car." I own that. And there are people that are dumb enough on the internet that believe these Babalooks. Listen to me. You could take it to a whole new level. And that's the reason why I wanted to show you, okay? Believe me. You have no... Guys, I had an option. Listen to me. I had an option on 110 acres of beachfront property that was zoned for a hotel casino development in the Caribbean. I had an option on it where you could build. I had a guy from Florida who literally was like the Donald Trump of Florida. Now, I almost convinced him to put up $50 million. I was this close. And I was going to get a 25% equity in that deal. Okay. So the point is this, listen, what Lou does compared to what I've done in my life is amateur night at the Apollo. Lou is a fake. He's a con man. He's a hustler. That's it. But I'm a better hustler. This video is not financial advice. I am not a financial planner. And when I say I'm a hustler, I never did anything illegal. I never committed any crime. And I never, ever did anything like Lou did. I just mean hustler, meaning street smarts. You understand? That's what I mean. I just don't want you to misinterpret. But this video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. I'm not an attorney. This is not legal advice. This video and all my videos are for entertainment purposes only because that's what I am, an entertainer.